Welcome to the road to tranquility, a journey to inner peace where we explore ancient wisdom to find grounding in the chaos of modern life. This space is dedicated to those over 40 who are beginning to seek deeper meaning, clarity, and calm in a world that rarely slows down. If you find what we share valuable, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Together, we will continue this journey of exploring Buddhist teachings, not just to understand them, but to live them with mindfulness, presence, and peace every day. There are moments in time that do not simply pass, they arrive. They don't blend into the noise of everyday life. They interrupt it, gently, perhaps, but unmistakably. A pause in the wind, a strange calm in the mind, a sudden sense that something deeper is happening beneath the surface of things. If you're here, listening to these words, know this: you were meant to hear them, not by coincidence, not by accident, but because your soul has been preparing for what comes next. This message is for those who have felt the slow ache of waiting for a shift, for a sign, for a purpose to finally reveal its full shape. It's for those born under the sign of Capricorn, or those who carry its quiet gravity in their chart. You are not just a star sign. You are an archetype of endurance, a keeper of discipline, a living symbol of legacy. And the time has come for the universe to meet your stillness with its song. For years, perhaps for lifetimes, you've climbed, not just literal ladders of career or achievement, but inner mountains few could understand. You've learned to move forward under pressure, to build when others rested, to lead when no one followed. You've held space for others while your own needs went unheard. You've carried responsibilities too early, absorbed expectations too heavy, and sacrificed lightness for the sake of stability. The world saw your strength and called it your identity. But underneath that, there has always been a deeper truth: that your power was not just about endurance. It was about alignment. It was about timing. And that timing is now. In June 2025, something rare will unfold in the heavens. A convergence of planetary forces, specifically involving Saturn, your ruling planet, will form an energetic alignment that hasn't occurred in this way for centuries. For the casual observer, it will be just another movement of the stars. But for those tuned into the frequency of Capricorn, it will be a threshold, a celestial gateway, a moment when everything you've endured, everything you've worked for, and even everything you've quietly hoped for, finally begins to unlock. This isn't spiritual romanticism. It is resonance. The outer world reflecting your inner work. The cosmos responding to the signature of your soul. You've built the foundation. Now the blueprint expands. But transformation does not begin externally. It begins within. This next phase of your journey isn't about pushing harder or doing more. It's about realigning your energy with your purpose, and allowing that alignment to magnetize what has long eluded you: ease, flow, recognition, connection, love. The world has conditioned you to believe that success must be earned with sweat and solitude. But that belief, while once necessary for survival, is now a barrier to your evolution. The energy of June 2025 is not asking you to hustle. It's asking you to awaken, to soften, to remember that you are not just the builder, you are also the creation. You are not just the strong one, you are the sacred one. There is a quiet wisdom buried in your bones, a knowing that defies logic and cannot be taught. It has guided you even when you doubted it. It whispered to you in your loneliest moments. And now, it is rising. This is not the kind of change that crashes like a wave. It unfolds like the turning of a key, a slow, deliberate unlocking, one that begins with stillness, but ends with momentum. The planets may align in the sky, but it is your choice that activates the transformation. Your willingness to see yourself not only as the survivor, but as the sovereign. The time for invisibility is over. Your gifts, once hidden beneath responsibility, are coming into bloom. Your intuition, often dismissed or downplayed, will begin to speak louder, and you will listen. Your creativity, once sacrificed in the name of practicality, will return not as a luxury, but as a tool for expression and leadership. Your heart, so long armored, will begin to soften, and through that softness, power will flow. June 2025 is not simply a month, it is a mirror. It reflects back to you the truth of who you've become, and the promise of who you're meant to be. It is the point at which past effort meets future potential. It is your turning point, and from it will emerge not chaos, but clarity, not fantasy, but form, not a new dream, but the realization that the dream was never far away. Only waiting for you to be ready. And now, you are. So breathe deeply. Let this be the breath that begins it. Let this be the moment you stop carrying and start receiving. Let this be the moment you no longer apologize for your ambition, your vision, your depth. Let this be the day you remember that strength and softness are not opposites, they are allies. And they both live within you. You are not becoming someone new. You are becoming more of who you've always been. And the stars have taken notice. Welcome to the awakening. The astrological turning point, June 2025 explained. It's easy to dismiss astrology as abstract, even romantic. Yet, throughout every ancient civilization, from Babylon to Egypt, from the Vedas to the Maya, there was a clear understanding. The heavens mirror the soul. And at times, that mirror reflects something more than personality traits or monthly horoscopes. It reflects collective transformation. It reflects destiny. June 2025 is one such moment. We are approaching a rare and potent celestial alignment, the likes of which have not occurred for generations. This is not simply about one planet moving into another sign. It's a multidimensional convergence, a cosmic chorus, where Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus enter into an intricate dance that reshapes not only our external realities, but our internal frequencies. To understand the magnitude of this moment, we must first understand the players involved. Saturn, the architect of karma and time. Saturn, Capricorn's ruling planet, is often misunderstood. It is feared as the taskmaster, the enforcer of discipline, and the bearer of delays. But Saturn's true essence is not punishment, it is mastery. It strips away illusions. It tests your structures to make sure they're real. It delays so that you build what lasts. It asks one question again and again. Are you aligned? In June 2025, Saturn forms a rare and harmonious angle with Pluto and Neptune. This is a fusion of spiritual potential and grounded power. Where Saturn has asked you to build, Pluto now asks you to transform. And Neptune? It reminds you of the dream you once forgot, your soul's original blueprint. Together, these planets form a kind of celestial lock, and June 2025 is the moment the key turns. Pluto, the alchemist of the soul. Pluto moved into Aquarius in 2023 but retrograded back into Capricorn one final time, completing its long transformation of systems, power, and personal sovereignty. By June 2025, Pluto fully settles into Aquarius again, marking not just a societal revolution, but an internal one. For Capricorn especially, Pluto's passage has been a test of power. how you use it, how you deny it, how you reclaim it. This final transition completes a 15-plus year journey that has likely reshaped your identity, relationships, career, and soul path. The rubble has settled, the ashes have cooled, and now, you rise. Neptune and Uranus, the dreamers and disruptors. Neptune governs spiritual consciousness, mysticism, and divine connection. Uranus rules innovation, awakening, and unexpected evolution. When they come into contact with Saturn and Pluto, as they will subtly do in mid-2025, the result is electric. A moment of spiritual clarity that cuts through confusion and elevates your inner world to match your highest vibration. Neptune whispers the dream. Uranus delivers the shock that makes it real. This is where intuition meets innovation, and where what once seemed mystical becomes practical, useful, and essential. Capricorn, often seen as stoic and rational, will feel these intuitive surges. And rather than dismissing them, you will know exactly how to bring them to earth. This is your superpower, turning spirit into structure. Why Capricorn is central to this shift. This alignment doesn't just happen in isolation. It echoes themes that have been building since 2008, when Pluto first entered Capricorn. That marked the beginning of the great dismantling of governments, economies, identities. You have lived through the pressure, the recalibration, the death and rebirth of so many old paradigms. Capricorn is the sign of builders, but more than that, it is the sign of sacred responsibility. It does not crave attention, it seeks legacy. And this is the moment when your legacy begins to solidify, not through force, but through energetic congruence, through truth. You are being asked not to work harder, but to become clearer. You are being invited not to build bigger, but to build better. And what you create in this era will last, not for months or years, but lifetimes. Historical echoes. When the heavens last spoke this way, we've seen similar alignments, though not quite this exact one, in periods of massive human advancement and upheaval. The American and French revolutions, late 1700s, when Pluto was last in Aquarius. The birth of the Internet and digital revolution, as Uranus and Neptune interacted in the 1990s. The Renaissance, when Saturn and Neptune danced in similar harmonic angles. Each time, humanity broke free from a paradigm, and those prepared to lead led, not because they were louder, but because they were more rooted, not because they sought fame, but because they carried frequency. Capricorn, that is your gift. You are not here to perform. You are here to embody. And in 2025, the world will be hungry for the kind of presence only you can offer. Energetic themes of June 2025. Let us anchor the cosmic into the personal. What does this moment mean for you? What can you expect to feel, release, and activate? 1. The collapse of the old self. You may feel the remnants of identities you've outgrown falling away. Roles you played for survival may no longer fit. That's not failure, that's evolution. 2. The rise of sacred structure. You'll feel called to reorganize your life. Not to control it, but to align it. Work, relationships, health routines. Everything gets recalibrated. 3. Spiritual precision. Your intuition sharpens. You'll begin to notice synchronicities, intuitive nudges, and downloads that feel less like fantasy and more like guidance. 4. Emotional release. The tears may come. Grief from the past will rise, not to haunt you, but to liberate you. Crying is a ceremony. Let it be sacred. 5. Energetic grounding. With all this cosmic motion, You'll feel a deep desire to return to your body, your home, your daily rituals. This is good. This is necessary. An invitation to conscious participation. This is not a time to wait passively. Astrology does not control you, it reflects you. The planets are not dictators, they are indicators. They are maps, and maps are useless unless you choose to walk the path. So how do you walk it? By listening to your body, especially your gut. By slowing down and asking, what feels true? By honoring what ends, and celebrating what begins. By aligning your environment, your space, your relationships, your work, with your inner truth. By daring to dream a more meaningful life into existence, and actually building it. Capricorn, your genius is not just discipline. It's divine craftsmanship. And now, the universe is placing the tools in your hands, the materials at your feet, and the design in your soul. Capricorn's journey through karma and endurance. Capricorn, the mountain goat of the zodiac, is no stranger to challenges. Your journey has been marked by persistence, discipline, and an almost stoic endurance in the face of hardship. But what does this endurance really mean? And how has it shaped your path through karma, the invisible ledger of cause and effect that governs much of your experience? The weight of karma on Capricorn's shoulders. From the moment Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008, a powerful karmic cycle began to unfold. Pluto, the great transformer, does not waste time with superficial changes. It digs deep, exposing the cracks in the foundations you've built, both externally in your world and internally within your psyche. For Capricorn, this meant confronting long-standing patterns. Control versus surrender. You are wired to control your environment to ensure stability. But Pluto's presence has demanded moments of surrender, revealing that true strength often lies in letting go. Ambition versus authenticity. The Capricorn climb is often fueled by ambition. But the Pluto transit challenged you to ask, whose ambition am I really serving? Is it your soul's calling? Or society's expectations? Loneliness versus connection. Known for your self-reliance, Capricorn often walks a solitary path. Yet Pluto's influence has revealed the power of vulnerability and deep human connection. This karmic work has not been easy. But it is exactly this kind of inner alchemy, turning lead into gold, that sets Capricorn apart. Your endurance is not merely stubbornness, it is the sacred fire of transformation. Endurance, the true measure of strength. Endurance is often misunderstood as mere patience or passive waiting. But Capricorn's endurance is an active force, like the mountain goat who scales steep cliffs. Sure-footed and unyielding, this endurance involves consistent effort over brilliance. It's not the flashiest moves but the steady progress that counts. Embracing hardship is growth. Every setback is a lesson etched into your soul's blueprint. Patience with timing. You understand that some things cannot be rushed. Success is a slow-burning fire. This has been your truth for years. But it will become even more essential as you enter the next phase of your journey post-June 2025. Your endurance will be the foundation upon which new possibilities are built. Karmic lessons in relationships. No journey through karma is complete without examining how it plays out in relationships, especially for Capricorn, whose natural tendency leans toward cautious, sometimes guarded, interactions. Over the past decade, you may have encountered power dynamics. Learning to recognize when control or fear masquerades as love. Boundaries and self-worth. establishing clear lines that protect your energy and honor your needs. Healing ancestral wounds. Many Capricorns carry inherited patterns of duty, sacrifice, and emotional reserve that Pluto's transit has brought to light. The coming years will deepen this work. June 2025 signals a time when old relationship patterns may fall away, making space for connections that reflect your true worth and soul alignment. Career and purpose. The intersection of earth and spirit. For Capricorn, career is not just a job, it is a calling and a platform for legacy. The influence of Pluto and Saturn has revealed hidden truths about your work. Is your career aligned with your values and passions? Or are you trapped by societal definitions of success? How can you integrate spiritual wisdom into practical daily life? What sacrifices are truly necessary, and which have been unnecessary burdens? The endurance you have cultivated will empower you to redefine your career path. This is not about abandoning responsibility but about elevating it, making your work a vehicle for meaningful impact. Not just survival. The role of self-mastery. At the core of Capricorn's journey is the quest for self-mastery. This means mastering not just external circumstances but also internal landscapes, emotions, fears, desires, and shadows. Pluto's transit has been a mirror, showing you aspects of yourself that you may have hidden or denied. The process of endurance involves meeting these parts with compassion and courage. In doing so, you claim your power, not by dominating others, but by mastering yourself. Looking ahead. From endurance to empowerment. June 2025 is not an endpoint but a gateway. The lessons of karma and endurance you have lived through are the bedrock for new empowerment. You will be called to lead with wisdom rather than authority. Build structures that serve community, not just personal ambition. Align your deepest purpose with practical action. This journey requires courage to face shadows, to surrender control, and to trust the unfolding path. But Capricorn, if anyone is built for this journey, it is you. Your story is one of strength tempered by grace, endurance fused with vision, and a soul that climbs steadily toward the light. Capricorn's new foundations and legacy. As Capricorn steps through the transformative gateway of June 2025, the horizon shifts from endurance to renewal, from survival to creation. This pivotal moment marks not only an end but a profound new beginning, a time to lay down fresh foundations that will support not just your ambitions, but your soul's deeper legacy. Building with purpose. Beyond the material. Capricorn's hallmark has long been mastery over the material realm, building careers, empires, and tangible success. But the new cycle calls for a broader vision. This is a time to build not just structures that last physically, but legacies that endure spiritually and socially. The foundation you create now is about sustainability, crafting systems and practices that nurture long-term growth and well-being for yourself, your community, and the planet. Authentic leadership. Leading by example. Grounded in integrity and humility rather than mere authority. Holistic success. Redefining achievement to include emotional fulfillment, meaningful relationships, and aligned purpose. Capricorn's practical wisdom becomes a beacon here, knowing how to turn visionary ideas into concrete reality without losing sight of soul values. Reinventing the self. The power of adaptability. While Capricorn is known for steadfastness, the future demands a new form of flexibility, not bending like a reed in the wind, but intelligently adapting like a seasoned climber navigating a changing mountain face. This reinvention means letting go of outdated roles and identities that no longer serve, embracing new skills, perspectives, and ways of working, cultivating curiosity and openness as tools for growth. This adaptability doesn't weaken Capricorn's core, it enriches it, allowing you to respond creatively to unexpected challenges and opportunities. The legacy of Capricorn: creating impact beyond the self. Legacy is a powerful theme for Capricorn, who often feels the weight of ancestral lineage and future generations. But legacy is not just about what you leave behind materially, it's about the ripples your life creates in the world. Consider these legacy dimensions: mentorship, sharing your wisdom and experience to uplift others; cultural contribution, engaging with arts, traditions, or community projects that enrich collective identity; environmental stewardship, taking responsibility for the earth and resources as part of your heritage. In this new phase, your legacy is shaped not just by what you build, but by how you inspire transformation in others. Navigating challenges with grace. Even as you build anew, challenges will arise, old karmic patterns may resurface, and external pressures can test your resolve. But Capricorn's greatest strength is the ability to meet these challenges with steady grace. Remember, patience is a strategic tool, not passive waiting. Boundaries protect your energy and clarity. Self-care fuels sustainable effort. This balanced approach ensures that you continue climbing without burning out, and that your foundations remain strong even in turbulent times. Integrating spiritual wisdom with daily life. Perhaps most importantly, the new foundations invite you to weave spiritual wisdom deeply into your everyday actions. This integration can manifest as mindful routines that ground and center you, ethical decision-making that honors interconnectedness, practices that nurture inner peace and resilience. By embodying this integration, Capricorn models a life where material success and spiritual depth coexist harmoniously. Looking forward, the mountain peak beckons. Your journey is far from over. Capricorn, the mountain peak, the symbol of your sign, is still ahead, calling you onward, with new foundations firmly in place. You are ready to embrace leadership roles that inspire change, create structures that reflect your highest ideals, live with a legacy-conscious mindset, honoring both ancestors and descendants. This is your moment to rise, not just as a climber of mountains, but as a builder of futures. Your story continues, written in every careful step, every wise choice, and every act of courage. The path may be steep, but the view from the summit promises a horizon filled with light, meaning, and fulfillment. Conclusion: embracing the new age of Capricorn and the path ahead. As we conclude this deep exploration into the transformative new age of Capricorn beginning June 2025, it's important to step back and see the full tapestry of this remarkable cosmic moment. What lies before you is not simply a shift in the stars, but a profound invitation to awaken, to rebuild, and to embrace your highest potential. Capricorn's journey has always been one of resilience, responsibility, and steady progress. You have carried heavy burdens and endured trials that have shaped your spirit into a pillar of strength. Yet, the coming era offers so much more than endurance. It promises renewal, expansion, and a conscious evolution of your inner and outer worlds. The celestial alignment of June 2025 acts as a powerful catalyst, amplifying your natural gifts, discipline, wisdom, and grounded leadership. It opens new channels for healing, creative expression, and spiritual awakening. The energy of styra, strength and stability, invites you to cultivate these qualities consciously, transforming them from survival tools into vibrant forces for creation and joy. Looking ahead, your path is one of building new foundations that honor sustainability, authentic leadership, and holistic success. It's about balancing material achievements with soulful purpose and nurturing a legacy that transcends time. Adaptability and openness will become your allies as you navigate evolving landscapes with grace and courage. Remember, this journey is not a solitary climb. By embodying your true power, you naturally draw kindred spirits and build communities rooted in trust, respect, and love. The miracles you seek are born from this alignment of inner transformation and outer action, a beautiful dance between the cosmic and the personal. If this message resonates with you, if you feel called to deepen your journey toward balance and awakening, I warmly invite you to join our community here at the Road to Tranquility. Together, we explore ancient wisdom and practical tools for modern living, supporting each other in cultivating peace, strength, and clarity. Subscribe, stay connected, and walk this sacred path with us. Your presence here is no accident. The universe is already weaving the threads of your destiny, and the next chapter is yours to write with intention and heart. Thank you for being here. May your journey be steady, your spirit strong, and your life richly aligned with the light of the new age unfolding.